MIA is making a strong push to the AB side for them. Um, the Akazuki is on A. The Low Yang is in between. The Benson's going to B. Yeah,
Now Meow
we're
is now in a Kutuzov. He was in a DD before, correct?
yes, he was the DD that ate torpedoes.
Yeah. So he's in a Kutuzov now. Kale, maybe Kale and him switch. I'm trying to think of who switched out for Meow, unless they
They
just completely switched out players.
I believe you're right. I believe they switched.
Okay.
I believe yeah, because let's see, Dirkline, yeah. Uh, was Maverick? I don't remember if Maverick was in the
Maverick might
first
be a
game.
new player for OM.
Yeah,
A lot of new names. A lot of new
yeah.
names right now.
We got yeah. For MIA, I think we got pretty much the same group of people, but they are making a hard push for AB. Oh wait, maybe not. B Doyle. B Doyle might be
That's a
new.
new name, yeah.
So B Doyle, if you're new, welcome.
There you go. But we've seen a much better start, at least from MIA. They haven't given away 30, 40K of damage in the first 3 minutes. So already their start,
Oh,
as I say that, B Doyle just takes about a 10K salvo.
well, and Obama been drifting just took 25K. The Chapayev sitting behind the island.
Well, there we go.
Yeah,
They're about the
hey,
same
you
start
jinx.
then.
Hey,
I
you
know,
jinxed
dude.
them. Hey, cast your jinx on him, man. Like,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So Kale right now is going to be in a bit of a bad situation because he is spotted on cap, about to get dropped on. I don't know if anything will really come through. But Kale is contending A, and really, OM is kind of. I've seen this a lot with EU. They like to have
there's
a two-prong
that
attack.
AP.
Oh, there it is.
There's that
Kale's
AP
going
you're
down.
talking about right
Yep,
there.
10K down to 10K already. Maybe we're wrong, man. Look at that, 8,500. Kale is in trouble right now. 7,700. He's perma spotted basically. More shots are coming in. There comes the HE. But look at that. Look at those AP salvos, man. Look at that. He chunked him down 3-4K probably at a time. 5,800. More shots coming in from a battleship as well.
Yeah, he's in trouble. I mean, he's now at the point where he's at a third HP. I don't know, like if he tries to contest that cap again, I don't think he's healthy enough to do it if he gets spotted again. Yeah, Coco Cookie from MIA is extricating himself pretty
And he took
easily.
what, little to no damage? Yeah, he's almost full life still.
1,500 or so. I mean, he just took a little bit right there. That looked like it was from a cruiser. His engine is also out, but his engine is back. He's repaired. He's taken maybe 4K. A loop, on the other hand, is 100% healthy in A behind the island. And he in the position that a loop's in, I don't know how do you successfully get a loop out? You can't, like, their DD has taken so much damage. The one that would have to contest A, I think you just kind of have to maybe leave A because MIA has taken A and B. But then again, we've seen
Torps are in right now. Torps are in now, but I think, oh man, OM is going to take some. We'll see if those are going to make it. But if so, we might have some big damage coming through on Battleship. Fishy is going to take at least 2. He's going to take 2 right here. I don't think he was on fire, but that smoke is about to go down. Meow is right there. I don't know if they have a smoke ready, but yeah, I mean, what can Kale do? I mean, he can't push that. OM has locked that down.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, MIA.
And again, this shows the difference.
And there's
in
the smoke right there.
Oh,
They're in a bad situation right now.
Yeah, and he's spotted. The Kutuzov spotted. But this is, again, another interesting thing.
Oh, Mindy just got smashed.
Oh,
for MIA.
3,000 HP. She's. Oh, that's.
Are they going to make it through?
I think Mindy Storm's going down.
There's a lot of shells coming in. She's still spotted, though. Still spotted.
Still, 372.
Maverick just takes a big salvo as well.
I think
down goes Mindy.
Mindy Storm is, and man, I don't know. Again, that's an early kill, and kills are a lot. Getting guns, out of the game.
Especially a Kutuzov. That's a smoke and an AA and everything. So Obama been drifting is now spotted. He's still pretty low, but he's safe behind an island. But again, though, one thing we have to look at. Oh, I'm not sure. I missed the shot that came in.
You know who I'm going with? I'm going with my boy Radical Larry out there in that Amagi.
You think was?
That's who I'm going with. I mean, I don't know who's in that smoke over there, but man, I'm just gonna go with Radical Larry. It might not have been him, but that's who I'm going with. But Obama Bin Drifting is actually taking damage over that island. He is. I don't know if he's spotted, but he just took another 4K or so. And if he's spotted, Rhaegar might potentially have shots on him. He might be out of range, but it's going to be really close. And B Doyle here in the Bismarck, I'm not sure what the plan is for the Bismarck, but it's just kind of sitting here behind the island. I guess he's just kind of holding down B. I don't know, but yeah, that early kill is going to be a problem. Like you said, that's smoke, that's AA, and I think even the most important part about that is that's DPM.
Oh, absolutely.
Torp drop on a loop. Torp drop on a loop.
It's going to take one. All right, so he's a little bit of health. But real Kale can't push. I mean, he can't even push against one, not even saying two DDs that he knows are in that general area. So he can't. All he is just babysitting this Kutuzov and the Snorka right now, as well as more Torps coming in. So those guys can just keep putting in damage, keeping these guys at bay. Right now, 2 DDs are taking care of 3 ships right now. So that's pretty massive. Obama Bin Drifting is now spotted, but Radical Larry taking a little bit of damage. He's taking a Torp right there from, looks like a CV drop. Is Fishy going to be taking some more Torps? Looks like he's going to take one. Going to take one and back him up.
Oh. Did that Torp even do anything to Larry? Did Larry even take any damage from that Torp?
He took very little. Very, very little. So Fishy just took one. I think it was earlier. I think it was even on one of the OMs. Battleships. It just died out just in time, but Fishy did take it just barely. It almost ran out. Kale is though, but if they take out Obama Bin Drifting, MIA is in a bad spot.
Yeah, and that's their radar, and it looks like Obama Bin Drifting's trying to get out of here. I don't know where he's gonna go, but he has to get around because he is getting pushed from C. So he's trying to get out of here, trying to maneuver. But if he's plane spotted, it's gonna be very tough for him to get out of there. And it seems like MIA kind of did the same plan that they had the previous match, is they kind of put some ships behind an island and just kind of left them there. Kind of became stagnant. I don't know if that, B Doyle, B Doyle, I feel for the Bismarck for MIA is just, I don't know, what the idea was for B Doyle. I'm still a little lost, and we played a lot of games, not necessarily competitive, but I feel like his guns aren't really in the fight. His hydro's not in the fight. I don't know. Maybe he's just there to hold, and he's pushing forward now. But I mean, he's pushing forward. The only ship spotted for OM right now on this side is Larry. I mean, Rhaegar is spotted over there on the other side, but that's it. 2 battleships total are spotted right now that MIA can see, and there's a DD and B. So I mean, I'm guessing maybe that's the DD from C.
There's Obama Bin Drifted. He's now spotted, but not really anybody's going to have a decent shot on him. Fishy's going to have the best, but he's got to poke his nose out, and it's going to be the low Yang. Loop's Torps are going to be coming in pretty quick. Coco did launch Torps, but he didn't get any hits on him, and really just, they've done a good job at controlling kind of this group of 3 over here, but eventually they're going to be able to make a push. Because the Kutuzov's going to run out of smoke, the Benson's going to run out of smoke, but Grief right now is making a push on B-Cap. I don't know if he'll get that reset on CV.
No reset. He dodged.
So there you go. OM is going to take a second cap back, and not much they can really do because we know where 2 of their DDs are. I don't know where their other destroyer is, the Dimegs. I'm not exactly sure where he is. Uh-oh, B Doyle's taking some damage. Not much he can really do. Rhaegar has some Torps in on him. That's not very good for OM.
Looks like he took 1. Looks like he only took 1 on Rhaegar, but he might have flooded because MIA just focused him down. They want people to get shots on him, but I just don't think they have anybody in positions to get shots. The MIA Amagi is way out of position, way in the back. Dimags is moving towards B along with a loop, so it looks like they are making a push to take B back and get control of B.
So now the Grief is laying a perfect smoke trail for the Kutuzov and the Chappie. So whatever DD is going to be in B, he's going to be a welcome surprise of a Chappie and a Kutuzov in his face. Potentially some Torp possibilities here coming in, and some good damage there. But he better be really careful if that is Dimegs, because he's got Radical Larry, has 2 cruisers, and even Grief there. Potentially going to just give him a little wake-up call, a little shot of caffeine, and tell him to bail right there.
Is that the radar? Is that
the radar? Yeah, it has to be the radar. So a loop is absolutely smashed.
Wow. A loop got radared, and just, I mean, that's that focus fire that you talk about right there. They called it. Everybody was loaded, and Radical Larry with the BB shots in on that DD. I'm telling you, Josh, that's the guy.
What are you gonna do though, right? Because if you're that destroyer, one, he felt he was a little safe. I didn't realize the loop was rotated that far over. So, but Larry probably put 7-8K into him. They had a Kutuzov and a Chappie. He probably would have died just to those guys anyway. But having Larry just dunk on him, whatever he did,
Yeah,
that did not help.
Yeah, yeah. Larry put the big shells on him, and that was definitely not helpful. But I think you're right. I think the Kutuzov and the Chapayev would have definitely got him. And B Doyle just takes a huge hit. And again, B Doyle is like I've said earlier. I don't know. He's just been behind this island the whole game. I'm not entirely sure if he's because now holding B, he can't hold B because they don't have B capped. You know, the advantage that MIA set up with the early caps is now completely gone. Dymags is smoking up B Doyle behind the island.
Oh,
but
Coco might get this kill though on Kale. He is pushing in right now because he has no support really. Coco has, or Kale has no support. So he might get this kill if he can keep the shots up. Obama Bin Drifting is going to be pushing in though. He is going to be taken out, I would assume, by Fishy as soon as he pushes up. But that smoke, I think that's their last smoke. And if Obama Bin Drifting can get around that island or go dark, he might survive. He is dark now. So we have Victor pushing into these guys. This could be a move for MIA right now to maybe get a bit of a turnaround. Obama is he go down for that stealth fire?
Oh man, were those blind shots by Larry on Obama Bin Drifting?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, Larry.
He's the sniper.
Yeah, I mean, he is. From some of the shots I've seen him do in the past, I got to give that guy some props on just his ability to shoot. But Obama Drifting looks like he has safely put himself into A. It looks like the battleships. It looks like Rhaegar is getting focused down pretty well over there. It looks like him and Arista are just having themselves a 1v1 over there with AG, it looks like. But yeah, Dymags is moving over here. But I still feel the problem for MIA is where that Chapayev and that Kutuzov are positioned at B, and that radar definitely is back up. I mean, it's been a good couple minutes since they killed the loop. I just don't see how they get into B successfully and take that cap back. It looks like Jester Knight is starting to take some concentrated fire. Those ships that we're talking about are over there are shooting HE at Jester Knight, and he's kind of just here.
Yeah, he's just there. He's, we're gonna eventually see. It looks like Radical Larry and Fishy are gonna start making a move on this guy. They have really the potential. They don't know where the Benson is though, and the Akazuki is off to the side, but they don't really know where the Benson is. Rygar, Dimeg, sorry, hasn't been spotted for a while. Now, I wouldn't overextend too much, but they have the ability to make a play on this because if they can get shots in, Radical Larry pushes in, Fishy pushes in, and they just kind of keep rolling, they could potentially get a 2-for-1 there, even if they lost one of them. But right now, I just see OM just kind of hanging back, potentially just burning down Vic, and then just move on to the next one almost.
Yeah, I mean, really, when you look at the situation, MIA is the one that has to make the move, right? They're down a cap. And OM knows that MIA has to make the aggressive maneuver. They're just getting set up. I mean, if you look at Fishy, I mean, there will be some torpedoes in on Fishy from Dymags, but it's a bow on angle. So we all know how easy it is to dodge torpedoes when they're bow on. And Dymags is getting kind of a nice little, he's kind of cross-dropped himself, if that makes sense. He kind of has them coming in at different angles, but I think Fishy, even if he takes a couple, they're Benson torps. I mean, I think he'll be okay if he hasn't used his damage control. Meow's still sitting there.
Vic is just gonna get burnt down right here with the Kutuzov and the Chappie. Even just those two guys, they're gonna burn through 26K pretty quick on him just being absolutely perma spotted as well. Maverick is low though.
Yeah, the interesting thing I find about Vic here is what was their, just like B Doyle, I'm trying to figure out what their plan is with their battleships. It feels like Vic just kind of pushed up and then just stopped. But Fishy did eat Pete. Fishy
he took one. He got real skinny. He got gifted by Wargaming a little bit on the spread of his torps right there. But regardless, he did take one. Probably took floating, and now looks like he's perma spotted. So looks like we may be getting just it's either that's maybe that might still be Coco there, but yeah, he's gonna start just potentially just putting fire in and then putting some more pressure on Fishy.
Yeah, Obama been drifting is in that smoke shooting at Fishy, trying to get him on fire. But I mean, if Fishy might blind fire the smoke. I don't know. I haven't seen him fire yet.
He put a shot into B Doyle just about a little bit ago. Vic was about to go down, and we kind of saw that coming. So this is going to be a win for OM pretty handedly. They only lost one destroyer. Pretty good. MIA, they had a much better start. They had a much better. They had a good first and second period. It's just they've just kind of lost it late game, and they maybe maybe if they get an early kill, maybe if they kill that destroyer right away, like they almost did. What was it? It was Kale. Maybe if they kill him, this is a much different game. But they just weren't able to keep pressure up and to just keep everything rolling. OM's going to take their first win of the day. MIA goes down 0-2, but and EU goes to 3-2, taking the lead for 3 straight wins. But still a good showing by MA though.
Yeah, let's look at this team. Let's see if they've been shooting down planes in their DDs like Rhino. Let's look here.
Not quite.
Dimag has that goose egg.
I know, right?
Yeah, he has 0. Who else are we looking for? What did
the OM switched up? That's what we need to be kind of looking at. So they got 4. No, actually Kale had 0. So maybe they aren't rocking C halls. Maybe they are going a bit more aggressive with still the B halls with the 5 guns.
Yeah, it could be that, or maybe they're just not. Maybe the CV didn't put their planes over them. There's a lot of things that could have went differently. But yeah, it's interesting to see that Dimags had 0, and Kale and Grief combined had 4. So between the 3 Bensons in the game, and then the Lo Yang, if you want to count the Lo Yang, had 1. So between the 4 USN DDs, they had 5 total planes. Where the last game we saw 52 or 59 or some outrageous number from DDs. So maybe the planes are flown in a different direction. There's a lot of things that could have been done differently.
Yeah, honestly, a lot of the DDs weren't spotted too much this game. For both sides, really, we didn't see much of the MIA DDs except when they were shooting. So maybe the CVs are just, maybe they're preoccupied with each other. Maybe they're doing a bit more, air to air, as we're seeing a little bit more actual planes shot down by the CVs themselves. We've had some games, only like 4. But maybe they're kind of trying to take themselves out a little bit and kind of running away. But I mean, you can see more. We got Amagi's shooting down almost 20 and stuff like that.